The most important day to come to the gym is the day that you least want to go. A workout, even though it's not a good workout, it's better than no workout.
A woman doesn't listen to what you say.
She listens to
How you say it.
Because we want to control what is controllable. We can only control. What's up, guys? This is What Men Talk About. This is Mr. Carlitos.
And this is Josue. Thank you for coming back. I mean, we were having a conversation earlier today at the gym. What's the most important day when you go to the gym?
The most important day to go to the gym.
Because you said something that caught my attention, and I really liked it. I don't know if you made it up or you got it from somewhere. And I was like, man, I think that'd be very good information for some other people to hear.
What I was telling you is that I usually tell people when they're telling me, oh, it's so hard to go to the gym, like it was so hard to wake up, I'm feeling sick. And I usually tell them the most important day to come to the gym is the day that you least want to go. And when you go, regardless of how you feel, that's how you practice discipline. A workout, even though it's not a good workout, it's better than no workout. Even if you just go.
Can you repeat that again? That was a good quote. I like that. Say that one more time.
A bad workout is better than no workout.
A bad workout is better than no workout.
When I was 25, after my first divorce, I did a lot of stuff. After my first divorce, I was depressed. I didn't know what to do. I had a lot of free time on my hands. Like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I was so depressed and sad and miserable. I feel like a lot of guys have gone through that stuff, or going through that stuff. And I got in a lot of debt because I try to fulfill that emptiness in my heart, right? I went out and bought clothes. I bought electronics. There's a lot buying electronics. I tried to start a hobby, but I just couldn't.
What kind of hobby did you get?
I did a lot. So I did the drinking too. I went party and drinking. I realized
I don't think that's drinking's a hobby.
No, but I'm saying like how it progressively went. Like, I realized that the first thing that everybody does is go drinking, go party, go find new girls. And I realized that after a couple of times going out party, because I was not a party person, but I was going to party just to fulfill that emptiness, right? I realized, okay, well, for some reason, every time I wake up next day in the morning, I'm hangover and I don't feel good. I feel more depressed. So I Googled it and I read that alcohol makes you depressed.
Alcohol is a depressant.
It's a depressant. It makes you depressed. And I was like, okay, well, then I can't do alcohol. And I shouldn't do alcohol because, I can get addicted to it. So, okay,
did you try any other stuff?
I tried. So, no, not drugs and stuff like that. But that's when I started buying stuff. Getting into that, buying a lot of stuff, unnecessary things. I watched a lot of YouTube. It wasn't until I saw a video from this guy that filmed himself. He did a vlog every single day of a 12-week transformation. It looked legit. I used to be big, and I used to think that the only people that do steroids are the people that are able to get a six-pack.
You were telling me that. Yeah, you said only people that use steroids are able to get a six-pack. I was like, no, bro.
That was my belief, dude. I don't know. That was my belief, and I truly believed that. And it wasn't until I saw that video, that YouTube video, that this guy literally was blogging himself. And I mean, he did not get like crazy. He was slim. He did that 12-week transformation and he got a six-pack. And I was like, okay, well, I don't care about a six-pack. I just want to lose slim. Weight. I just want to lose weight. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to concentrate on that. I'm going to prepare for that. I'm going to do that. I started looking for transformation challenges and all that. And that's how I got into the gym. And that's how I learned all this, because I learned that everything is possible if you set your mind to it.
So you pretty much, what you're telling me right now is that you found a hobby.
That was my hobby.
That was your hobby, the gym. So
hobby.
I know you had a lot of people don't know, but you were involved in karate, right?
Yeah, and that was when I was a teenager.
When you were a teenager, but besides that, right? When you came to the States, did you ever go to the gym besides the karate? Or?
I did. I was on and off. So when I was like 12 years old, that was the first time I went to the gym. I had already gone to judo when I was 8 years old. And then I jumped into, I was actually 11 years old. My dad, this is in Guatemala, my dad even had to talk to the owner of the gym to let me in, because he would only let in people over 14 years old. My sister, being a doctor back then, and everybody could tell me, if you do weight training, you're going to be short, you're going to stay short. I believe this is a lie. I believe there's not enough studies about this.
We're 6'1", bro. So
yeah,
obviously
right.
It's a lie.
So that kind of pushed me off doing weight training. So then I did karate. Finally, my dad was able to put me in karate. I did karate for about 4 years. That's how I lost weight when I was a teenager. I thought that I was fat. I thought in my head that I was still fat. I had some sort of issue with my head. Now I look at the pictures, and anybody that looks at the pictures when I was 14 and I was doing karate, I was fit. I was fit just because I had a little pouch. I thought I was fat. My dad always taught me, like, you gotta exercise, but he did not know much about nutrition, or that was my problem.
Weightlifting, because now that's some of the most kind of workout you implement. Right, you did a lot of weight training.
Not only weight training, but the most important thing is nutrition. I did weight training. So in high school, I did do a weight training class. When I was in college, I also took weight training class, kind of make myself work out. But I always found that it didn't work. This is the misconception that a lot of people have still. As long as you work out, you can eat whatever you want. That's not true. It was probably true before. It is no longer true. The food right now is not the same. It's processed. The bananas that you have today are completely different from the bananas that people had 100 years ago. Completely different. It's a different breed. Look it up on Google. So even bananas, like things like that, genetically modified. It's not the same thing. Nutrition is the number one thing. It doesn't matter how much you work out. You have to get the nutrition right. And a lot of people, like, they're slim. They always tell you, oh, well, I eat whatever I want. Like, I eat pizza and everything. I'm always staying slim. Yeah, bro, you think you eat a lot. A lot of skinny guys that tell me, oh, bro, I eat a lot and I don't gain weight. They don't eat a lot. They don't. I can eat right next to them, and bro, you already full? Like, no, I can eat more than you. And seriously, like, a lot of skinny guys, they're like, oh, I eat a lot. And then sometimes they eat a lot. They think that they eat a lot, and then the next day they don't eat as much. So it kind of levels out. Because there's no way you can eat a lot and lose. The metabolism is fast and all this. Yeah, that can be a little bit. That can
that's
be
definitely a small factor of it, but it's not the.
No,
you don't need a lot. You just get full easier.
Yeah,
pretty much.
There's a lot of guys that I've met, cousins, friends, that they were skinny, very skinny, and they allegedly ate a lot. And right now you see them, they're big. They're big.
Well, I mean, that might be something, because I mean, I've heard stuff about that before too. It's like their metabolism might be
slowing down.
It's very fast, so they're eating a lot, and then when it starts slowing down, because as you age, the metabolism slows down, and then it pretty much catches up to them if they keep eating the same way they were eating before,
and they become more sedentary. They don't play soccer anymore. Yeah, they don't do this.
They're used to being slim without working out.
Yeah, and no, I do not believe that as long as you work out, you can eat whatever you want. That's not true. And if we have two athletes, let's say two soccer players, and they both have the same resistance, they're both really good, they both run the same speed and everything, but you start giving bad food to one of them, his performance will suffer 100%. If you were to have a Lamborghini or Ferrari, would you put regular gas in it? Oh, hell no, right?
I mean, you can't. You can't. They require premium gas only. It's like the same thing with the oil change.
Right. You wouldn't put in bad oil, like recycled oil. You wouldn't put that on a supercar. Everybody's driving a supercar. This is your supercar. You're the biggest asset that you have. Your body is the biggest asset that you have. Why are you putting garbage into it?
You don't think that's kind of weird?
What?
Some people will take better care of their cars than they take care of their own body.
That's what I'm saying. And I also tell people, especially guys, like you guys take care more of your girlfriends and your kids and all that when you guys got to take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself. We are so important in a family structure. You are the most important asset. As a man, you have to respond for everybody. Like if your girlfriend, your wife, they lose their job, is not that big of a deal. You can take care of. If your kids lose their job or whatever, they're old enough and they lose their jobs, you can take care of them. But if you lose your job, who's gonna take care of you? And then a lot of feminists will be like, well, if it's a good woman, they're gonna be taking care of them. No, they won't. Not that long, dude. No, they won't.
No, she's gonna. That's when she's gonna leave you.
That's exactly when she leaves you. When you lose your job, that's exactly when she's gonna leave you. And I'm not saying that is
100% of the time.
100% of them.
There is good women,
but a good 90% of women will leave. Only like very small percentage of females are the ones that bring the bread to the table. Only very small percentage. Like, okay, so if we talk about percentage, then why risk it?
Why take the chance? I mean,
why take the chance?
Seem like a good gamble. If you're in a gambling, that's not a good odd.
Exactly. Would you put? Well, people buy lottery tickets and they have a very small chance to win. But
I mean, we're talking about $1 or $2.
right. But let's say people get divorced, you lose 50% or more of your assets, right? When people get divorced. So, and then you got to pay child support and know this. So if we have a 90% or 80% chance that marriage is going to fail, why are we going to get into that in the first place?
Because some men are stupid.
There's a lot of channels that they blame women all the time. Oh, women are.
No, we're not blaming women. We're blaming men because you're responsible for your own.
I put responsibility into man, because right now there's a lot of men that are simps. There's a lot of men that they think that showing emotions is the cool thing because everybody says that. There's a lot of men that have a lot of misconceptions on how to treat a woman, and that is a problem. It's because the reason why a woman leaves a man is for many different reasons, but it's mainly because you're not being men enough. And the person who's telling you that right here, I can tell you that those are the mistakes I made when I was in my relationships. And a lot of people say, well, I don't want to take an advice from somebody who's been divorced 2 times. And been married 3. That's fine. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what not to do, because that's what I did.
So pretty much what you're telling people, a man learns from his own mistakes, right?
That's a smart man, yeah.
A man learns from his own mistakes. A wise man learns from other people's mistakes.
Exactly.
That's what Josue is telling all you guys. Learn from his mistakes, so then you guys don't have to go through that.
Like I always say, don't focus on women in your 20s. There's really no reason. Why risk it? Like, why? Especially if you live in a state. I don't know about the UK, but if you live in a state, the percentages are against you.
The divorce rate, it's as soon as you get married, what is it? It's about
it's a 50%
chance your marriage is not going to succeed. And out of all the divorces that are going on, 80% are initiated by the woman. So your chances are already, what's your chances of a successful marriage?
Very small.
Very small.
Very small. And there's a book that I read.
You might have to be married 2 to 3 times to find the right.
No, and that's not it. I think that we go to school to learn about math and history and all that, but we don't go to school to learn about relationship.
Nobody talks about that.
And that is a problem. I recommend the book, The Way of Superior Men, A Way to Superior Men. I might put it on the link in the description if I don't forget. But that book, it was like somebody telling me everything that I did wrong. Because I can tell you that it's not that I did everything wrong, but I did a lot of stuff wrong on those marriages.
I already hear something positive. You're owning up to. There's a
lot of things that I could have done better. So they say a relationship is 50-50. Is really not. Sometimes it's 80-20. 90-10 or
99-1
or 40-60. Sometimes you gotta give more. And honestly, us being the leaders, I think that if we teach men about relationship, not to how to control women, but how to influence people, how to influence women. Because a big, powerful man, it's somebody that influenced people. Gandhi, without any money, without anything, he was able to influence a lot of people and win the war that way. So that is power.
Was it Gandhi? I don't know. When you said somebody that influenced a lot of people, I just thought of Hitler.
See, and that is power. So you can use the power either way.
You can use it for good or you can use it for bad.
Exactly. So
that's up to you. That's your choice.
Exactly. So if we were to learn, okay, this is how I treat a woman, and it's not what a female tells you. A female does not know what they want. They don't know how to want to be treated.
Bro, you were telling me this not too long ago, and you said you did want to bring it out on the show. A woman doesn't listen to what you say.
She listens on
how you say it. Right? So are you able to elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, it's funny. Like, you put it on the test yourself. Go talk to your sister, your mom, your girlfriend, your wife. Go ask her something or tell her something and then tell her in a different tone. She's not going to believe you. She's probably going to ask you again. Like, for example, if she tells you, did you go to the store? And you say, no. She's like, probably telling her the truth. But if you say like, no, then she's going to be like, you went to the store. Like, she doesn't listen to what you said. She listens to how you say it.
How you say it.
Yes. All the time. But if you say, no, I didn't, then it sounds more believable, right? And they're like, oh, okay. You're going to notice it when you talk to a woman and then she keeps asking the same question, is because she's trying to figure it out if you're saying the truth or not. That's what they're trying to figure it out. They're listening to how you say it.
The way you say it. So, no, I didn't cheat on you.
That sounds
I cheat
weird.
on
Like, what do you mean? Are you sure? But you say, no, I didn't. Well, that kind of sounds like a lie. I'm that liar. Or once you understand how female energy is, how to treat them and how to respond to it, not how to react to it. For example, she might be disrespectful here and there, and you have to respond, not react. Is different. Reacting, you're more reacting emotionally. You might say things to hurt back, but when you respond, try to give them an opportunity to reward what she's trying to say. Have you had that experience?
I mean, now that I think about it, it kind of makes a lot of sense. If you're understanding the way they think, it's easier to, and it same goes with them. Like, they need to understand the way we think. They're able to multitask. We're not multitask people. So right off the bat, we're not good cheaters because we can only focus on one thing. So there you go, women. Not all men are cheaters.
Yeah. Not all men can cheat.
Not all men can cheat. We can't multitask.
A lot of females think that, it's so easy to cheat here and there. Like, no, dude, it's not that easy. Like, for example, work, like a guy that works a lot.
When do you have the time to cheat?
Yeah, you don't have the time, especially if somebody that is focused on becoming successful, it's focused on school, or it's focused on something. When we focus on something, like let's say we're focused on going into the gym, even little things like that, I'm focused on getting in shape. Like, you don't have time to think about females unless you're not giving sex to your man. For females out there, like, unless you're not giving sex to your man, then you should definitely worry about it. But if you're taking care of that, if you're keeping your man belly full and you're keeping his balls empty, then you don't have to worry about it. There's still a lot of good men out there. Just
by nature, we're not good at multitasking.
Exactly.
So just right off the bat, it's hard for us to cheat.
It is.
So it's easy to keep men happy because we're very simple. And we can't multitask.
See, and that's another thing that I've noticed. A lot of women, a lot of them, they talk trash about their husbands, especially with other females. That is so unhealthy. A female should always talk good about her man. Like, the reason why females date successful men is so they can show it off with her friends. Like, seriously, that's what they do.
I think the worst thing is when a woman will talk trash about their boyfriend, husband, whatever, to another man.
See, yeah, no, that is the worst thing. That's cheating. That's right there, cheating, bro.
I mean, you as a man, there's a female talking trash about her current, boyfriend, situationship, or husband. What does that tell you right there?
Yeah, here's the thing, dude. How many times have you heard one of your male friends? How many times have you heard them talk crap about their girlfriends? Personally,
honestly, not that many. We don't.
Do you think about one or two, like specifically?
Like a specific? No.
Like you don't.
I can't.
We probably haven't.
We don't really talk about. Maybe we should.
Well, no.
We should start complaining.
Hold on. This is where I'm going. So I have never heard that I remember any man that talks trash about his girlfriend or wife, unless maybe if they're cheating or something, maybe, but.
Once the relationship is over, but once the
relationship is over, maybe. But I really don't hear anybody in a relationship with his girlfriend talking shit about her.
And there's a lot of women that talk trash about the man they're currently with.
Okay, so what does that say about you? Because you are the one that picked him. If I hear a woman talking trash about her husband or her boyfriend, that tells me right there, well, why you pick him? Oh, he doesn't do this, and well, you still with them? Like,
what does that say about you? You're the one that's still in that situation.
Oh, I'm here for the kids. Like, yeah, right. That's gonna stop you.
Well, because probably he still has a job. Once he doesn't have a job no more, then
that will definitely be like a thing. See, the thing is that they don't leave their husbands or their boyfriends is because they are very concerned of what other people are gonna say. They're gonna think that they're whores, so they have to find a really good excuse to leave you. And
so that's why
they don't use a good excuse. Yeah. Like a good excuse for them is like, oh, he lost his job. Oh, he cheated on me. Oh, he was talking to other girls. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
To me, that's kind of a red flag. Somebody's talking bad about their significant other. That's a red flag.
You know what is that a red flag too? To me, when a girl is pretty and she's over like 25 or 28 years old and she's pretty and still not married, That is a red flag. Like, why you haven't gotten married? Like, you're pretty. You probably got a lot of guys after you. Yeah, there's something wrong with you.
Don't ignore red flags.
A lot of men ignore the red flags, dude. And you know why? Because it's so hard to get women. Like, dude, we compete since we're young, since we're little kids. We're always competing against other men. And when you're in your 20s, you're competing with other 20-year-olds that might be more successful, that might be taller, that might be more fit, that might be more intelligent. And all these girls want that same man. They all want that same guy. Even if the guy is dating somebody else, they all want that same guy.
See, bro, I don't think I've had that issue because I've been that guy, I think.
Well, I'm talking generally. So
what's the percentage? It's a 10%. So all the women are going for 10%.
Yeah, that's based on the dating apps. A lot of men ignore red flags because they don't have that many options.
I don't know. I kind of disagree there with you a little bit. I think when you're younger, when you're focused on getting women, you might have not that many options out there, right? Mm-hmm. But when you're focused on yourself, when you're focused on your life, you're focused on your goals, options are just going to pop up out of nowhere. If you're working towards yourself, you're going to have all those options.
But how many guys work on themselves?
Well, that's a big problem. What's that saying I always tell you? If you chase money, it runs.
It runs away.
It runs away. Same thing with the girls. If you chase them, they run away.
But
why chase them?
What I'm telling you is that is the problem. The problem, I'm not saying that the problem is women. It's some part of it will be. What I'm saying is that women only want 20% of it, of man. Right? Women are attracted to only 20% of man. What is wrong with the 80%? Well, the 80% is not doing what they're supposed to. 80% of men, in my opinion, are not focusing on themselves. That's where I come from. That's what I really want to put out there. Because there's a lot of channels out there that they say that women are this, women are that. We got to change the way that women think. No, we are the leaders. We are the responsible ones. Men, we need to change. 80% of them. If you're in the 80%, go to the gym and lose weight, bro. Get in a diet. Do it little by little. Yes, you can. If you're in the 80%, you're broke. Manage money. Learn about money. Yes, you can. Yes, you can do it. That's where I come from. I want to help the 80% of men. What can I do for the 20%? Probably nothing. They're already successful. But I want to talk to the 80% of men. I want them to understand that everything that you put your mind into, it is possible. You can do it. You can be in the 20%. You just got to work hard for it. You just got to leave the girls on the side. Work on yourself. You are your most important asset. Work on yourself. If you're ugly as F, be the smartest guy you can be. Don't try to compare to other guys. Just be the smartest you can be. If you have an ugly ass face, go to the gym and get fit and try to be the fittest you ever been. If you don't know how to talk to girls and you already got money and you already have a body, then read some books and try to understand women. Like, there's always something that you can do to be better. And then you can put yourself in the 20% because we want to control what is controllable. We can only control ourselves. We cannot control other people. We cannot control women. We can control ourselves. That's the only thing that we can control in this world. So if that's the only thing, concentrate on controlling yourself. Concentrate on not eating that donut. Concentrate on not jerking off. Concentrate on doing the things that it's going to be beneficial for yourself. Because once you get to that level and you are benefiting yourself, then you can help others. Then you can influence others. Then you can be the example. Then people are going to come to you and ask you things. That's how you want to be. That's the kind of guy you want to be. So be the best version of yourself. This is what a good friend of mine said to me, and it stuck with me. He said it in Spanish, so I'm going to try to translate it. Why concentrate on catching one butterfly when you can concentrate on making your garden attractive so you can attract all the butterflies?
Gee, I think that's what a lot of the men need to do. Their brain is predisposed to go chase the woman instead of if they work on the garden, the butterflies are going to come by themselves.
Yeah.
Can I have said it better?
And then you get a girlfriend or a wife, and then you start putting them as a priority when need to keep that. You need to keep yourself as a priority. Your kids are not priority compared to yourself. Your wife is not a priority compared to yourself. Yes, we are capable of putting your chest first if there's a shooting and you're gonna protect your family with your own life. But to be able to do that, you gotta be strong here, and strong physically, and mentally strong, emotionally strong, and physically strong to be able to protect the family. So at the end of the day, yes, we can give our lives to save our family. But other than that, if it's not life to death, they'll be fine. As long as you're okay, they will be okay. That's how it should be.
I don't know if people understood. Because see, a lot of people, they're going to say, oh man, that sounds kind of selfish. Right? That's what they're going to. But is it selfish? Because I mean, why do you want to be strong? Why do you want to be mentally strong? Who is that going to benefit?
Everybody else. Everybody around.
Are you doing that to? I mean, of course you're going to benefit from it, right?
Right.
But who's going to benefit? Say you're physically strong, you're mentally strong. Who's going to benefit the most out of your success?
Your
family, right?
Yourself benefits, your family. But also everybody else benefits. Yes, it is a selfish way.
It sounds selfish, but it's not.
It is what it is. Like
no, but I mean, I don't think it's selfish because you're being a better version of yourself is only going to benefit the people around you, everybody else. Technically, you're not being selfish. You're doing that to better everybody else. So you have to think about yourself first in order to help people around you better.
And then it goes same with females. A lot of females talk, like I was saying, they talk trash about their husband. Oh, you're this, you're that, you're slow. Like females, instead of talking like that to your husband, why don't you talk to them like it was somebody you admire? Like you're supposed to admire your husband. A lot of females are nicer to their managers and not as nice to their husbands. Why? At the end of the day, the manager could care less about you. If you're a female listening to this, a manager could care less about you. And if he's trying to be nice, it's because he just want to do this to you. Like he only wants a little quickie and that's it. A man is not going to look into a female long term if she's like cheating, you know?
Yeah, if she's cheating or if she's talking bad about her.
You just want to have fun with it.
Then he knows that it's not something serious.
Don't think that men get and fall in love because they had sex. No. That's like having a martini. That's like having a nice drink. That's how we see sex, like having a drink. Oh, today I'm going to have a different drink. I'm having michelada this time. You know, it's variety. I don't know how to say that word. That goes for females. Treat your husband like he's the best because all you got to do by doing that is going to make him better. You're going to make him believe he's the badass. You basically feed his ego. That man is going to love you. That man is going to love you.
And you don't got to worry about cheating.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to worry about cheating. He's going to love you. He's going to be like, man, I like being with my girl because she's always telling me how handsome I look. She's always telling me how smart I am. And like, I want to be with my girl. Like, guys, I want to bring my girl with me, go and party because she's cool. Look, guy, like, you know, it's good. Like, that's how you don't worry about getting cheated on. Treat your man right. Watch. Make him feel smart. Make him feel big. Feel his ego. Watch. He's just gonna love you. He's gonna be like, oh shoot. Right, Carlitos?
Right.
Anyways, I think that's it, man. I want to leave you with that, guys. Be the best version of yourself.
All right, guys. Well, don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button.
Stay focused, guys. Take care, and we'll see you next time.